which Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles series has the best theme song? There are 11 different intros across 6 TV series, so this is my personal ranking from worst to best. I was originally going to approach this list as objectively as possible because there are certain songs that I definitely rank higher because of my personal taste and not necessarily because it's a better intro. However, I am by no means a music expert, I'm not a composer, and I only know a bit of music theory, so me ranking it objectively I don't think would be compelling enough when I don't have that expertise. So this list is simply my least to most favorite of the theme songs. I am only going to be talking about the intros to each of the TV series, so I won't be talking about songs from the movies like the Ninja Rap or Shell Shocked. I was originally going to wait until the theme for Tales of the TMNT, the new animated series coming out this year, to be released, but because there haven't really been updates on that front, I was like, whatever, I'm impatient, I'm gonna get this video out now. Since this video will likely get claimed if I play any of the theme songs in the video, I'm going to link to all of them in the description so you can give them a listen. With that, let's get into it. In last place is the theme from Season 6 of TMNT 2003, also known as Fast Forward. This song is the most early 2000s theme song I have ever heard in my entire life, which isn't necessarily a bad thing, but I feel like I'm watching a Chuck E. Cheese commercial when I hear this theme song. The absolute greatest weakness of this theme comes from how slow it is and how much it drags. It does not have any of the high energy hype that a lot of the other TMNT themes have, and it doesn't get me excited to watch the show. I watched basically the entirety of Fast Forward on 1.25 speed, which meant the intro was a bit faster and made it more enjoyable, so watching it at regular speed it's kind of painful. I also really don't like the lyrics, especially the section where each of the turtles say a little blurb, and Don especially says, "It's so not yesterday," which is a line that exists, and I'll say that. It's not a terrible theme song, and if I were approaching the list objectively, I think it would be better than the next one on the list, but I really don't like it, and it's hard for me to put aside my bias against Fast Forward for this ranking, but I really don't like this theme song. So Fast Forward is in last place because it is easily my least favorite. In 10th place, I have the theme from the 1996 anime Mutant Turtles Superman Legend. I am not even going to try to pronounce the Japanese because I will absolutely butcher it. You would think that a show that combines TMNT and anime would have an extremely hype theme song, but it absolutely does not. This theme song feels very young. It sounds like something that would play as the intro to a family sitcom or as a Mario Kart level theme song, which of course is no shade to Mario Kart. That music absolutely slaps. It just doesn't fit the vibes of a TMNT show. Anime intros tend to be a bit on the longer side, which is why this intro is 2 minutes long, and the whole time it's just completely unengaging. Because the theme does fit the vibe of the actual OVA episodes, I have to give it at least some credit there, but like with Fast Forward, it just sort of exists. The next 2 spots go to the intros for the Next Mutation, and it was kind of hard for me to pick which one I liked more than the other because they're sort of the same in my book. However, I decided to give 9th place to the original theme song from when the show first aired. This might be a bit controversial. I don't really know what people's opinions are when it comes to the Next Mutation theme songs, but I don't really like the rap and it doesn't feel very fitting as an intro for a TV show. This rap in general is very exposition-y, and sure, most theme songs basically sum up what the show is about, who the characters are, all of that, but when it's sung, it's a lot more compelling and you can kind of vibe to it a bit more instead of it being talked to you in the form of a rap. I do enjoy the singing at the end of the intro, but because it is mostly comprised of this expositional rap, it makes it a bit weaker. In 8th place is the Next Mutation theme song from the 2012 DVD release. Although the original theme song is more hype than this one, the DVD theme fits the vibes of the Next Mutation better and is more coherent. It doesn't have that weird A-B section with the majority of the song consisting of the rap and then them singing Ninja Turtles at you for 5 seconds at the end. I think for any other TMNT show, this intro would be pretty weak, but it fits the vibes of the Next Mutation pretty well. In 7th place is the 1987 theme song from the Red Sky arc. This is the first intro on this list that I actually think is a good theme song. The Red Sky theme is basically the 1987 theme slowed down and with a bit more of a rock feel. I'll sing my praises about the 1987 theme later, but the way that they reinterpreted it for the darker seasons of the series I think works very well. That said, it is pretty slow and I much prefer TMNT themes to be more high energy and fast paced, while this one is pretty laid back. They also keep the "When the Evil Shredder Attacks" lyrics, even though he isn't in season 9 at all and only appears in season 10 for a small arc, which I'm still mad about, but that's not what this is about. I will say that the turtle power bit is very fun, and I love myself a good key change. But to me, there are far more themes that get you hyped to watch some Ninja Turtles than this one. As far as the visuals are concerned, it really bothers me that they include the 1990 live action Turtles in the intro. Like, obviously this was an attempt to try and make some cohesion between the two universes because the 87 show was trying to emulate the darker themes. But it's just weird, and the 90s Turtles are never relevant, so it really bothers me. The next one is going to be extremely controversial, as it is my least popular opinion in the entire TMNT franchise, and that is that the 2012 animated series theme song is a great theme song, but is nowhere near the best theme of the TMNT franchise. I need y'all to hear me out because I know so many people are going to be upset about this. You can leave angry comments after I properly explain myself. I probably don't need to explain why this theme is good because it is so beloved by the community, but I should at least show it some love considering I'm going to be going into my critiques, and I need to emphasize that it is still a great theme song. I think the rap is awesome, it has a fantastic rhythm to it, and the lyrics are really great as well. Unlike the Next Mutation, the 2012 theme has this great backing track that builds as the song progresses, and it's really enjoyable to listen to. I also like how it remixes the 1987 theme to make it feel a bit more serious because the 2012 theme deals with some of the heaviest topics in all of the franchise. But with that, I need to explain why I have the 2012 theme so low on this list. Like I mentioned for the Next Mutation, I don't think having the majority of a theme song consisting of a rap works particularly well for a TV intro. It takes away from the momentum a bit and makes it feel a bit flat at moments. Although the 2012 theme song is significantly better than the Next Mutations, it's also a bit slow. I think a rap would work better if it was faster and more high energy, but this one is very laid back, a bit more chill. Because the theme is a rap as well, it makes it not very hummable, and you have to kind of know all the lyrics to be able to sing along with it. I still think it's a great song and a fun intro, but I don't think it compares to a lot of the other ones on this list. Something I will also mention is the visuals for this intro are absolutely fantastic. If I was ranking intros solely based on visuals, this one would easily be in the top 3. I love how it updates with each season as new characters are introduced and more stuff is incorporated into the overall narrative. But because I'm first and foremost ranking on how much I enjoy the actual song, the 2012 theme doesn't rank as high despite having an incredible visual pairing. Something else that I will note is that I don't have nostalgia bias that a lot of people have for this theme song. I did not have cable growing up, so instead of watching Nickelodeon and Disney Channel and Cartoon Network, I was watching PBS Kids and Cubo. I didn't even know that the 2012 show existed until a year and a half ago. So I can absolutely see why people who grew up with the show would have another layer of reasons to enjoy it as much as they do. But for me, I think this theme song is great, just nowhere near the best one in my personal opinion. Now you may go forth with your torches and pitchforks in the comments about how wrong I am. In 5th place is the theme song from Tales of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, not the show coming out this year, but season 5 of TMNT 2012. I absolutely adore this theme song because it is very jazzy, and one thing about me, I love me some jazz. If you look at my Spotify Wrapped for the past 5 years, either Christopher Madigan, who is the composer for the Cuphead soundtrack, or Insane in the Rain Music, who does a bunch of jazz covers, are in the top 5 artists. So obviously that is going to influence how much I enjoy this theme song. I absolutely love how it takes the baseline 2012 theme, which is already very solid, and makes it more fun, more chaotic in a good way. It also has a lot of energy and is paired with a lot of very fun and colorful visuals. That said, this theme is not without its faults. Number 1, the start of the intro, where it is just a percussion buildup, goes on for a pretty long time. And while I personally really enjoy that buildup, it doesn't work particularly well when used as a TV show theme. Also, every time the Splinter scream happens, it takes me out. It is so jarring. I think incorporating the different lines from the Turtles is very cute, but I don't think it was executed particularly well. Otherwise, I think this theme song is absolutely amazing. The 2012 theme is definitely more coherent and works a bit better as an intro for a TV series, but I just prefer this one because I think it makes it more fun. In 4th place, I had the theme from season 7 of the 2003 animated series, also known as Back to the Sewer. This theme song is easily the most hype of all of them. It's very high energy and has this really awesome rock feel to it. However, it can be a bit overwhelming. If the intro was 30 seconds as opposed to a full minute, I think it would have been perfect perfect because it would have been really high energy, getting you hyped to watch some TMNT without overstaying its welcome. But because it goes on for so long, it can be a bit exhausting after a while. The visuals also aren't my favorite, but that mostly has to do with the character redesigns and the fact that they gave the turtles irises that look really bad, and I hate April's design so much, it pisses me off. But as far as the actual theme song is concerned, I think it's fantastic, just overstays its welcome a little bit. Moving into the top 3 theme songs, in third place is the theme for Rise of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. The strength of the Rise intro comes from its concision. It's only 30 seconds, but it's very high energy and immediately gets you hyped to watch the show. We get the classic turtle count off, but it's brief and doesn't disrupt the flow of the song. There is an extended 2-minute version, which I enjoy less, but because I'm specifically talking about it as a TMNT intro, the 30-second snippet is incredible. While my ranking is primarily based on the actual theme songs, I have to mention the visuals for the Rise intro because they are absolutely phenomenal. The animation in Rise in general is fantastic, and pairing these amazing visuals with an amazing theme song makes this intro just amazing all around. I absolutely adore the Rise of the TMNT intro, and it is the theme song that I am least likely to skip when watching an episode. In second place is the theme song from the 1987 animated series. There is so much to love about this intro. It's bouncy and high energy, it's extremely catchy, it has the iconic turtle count off, and it has really fun harmonies on top of all of that. We also get the little interjections of dialogue from each of the turtles, which is very fun. The concept of the show is laid out, we know who the villain is, we know who our heroes are and where they learned their skills, but it's sung as opposed to rapped at us like the Next Mutation intro. I think objectively this is the best theme song. It is extremely iconic and holds up very, very well. However, I have so much love for the next theme on this list that TMNT 87 is just gonna have to settle for second. My personal favorite Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles theme song is the original theme from the 2003 animated series. I mentioned enjoying the jazzy vibes of the Tales of the TMNT intro, and I absolutely adore the funkiness of the 2003 theme song. There's a lot of layers happening with an already very solid bass singing theme with turtles and 1, 2, 3, 4 sprinkled throughout. It can be a lot, like with Back to the Sewer, but it isn't as chaotic and overwhelming, and the repetition of 1, 2, 3, 4 kind of keeps it grounded and ties the whole thing together in a nice little bow. The later seasons also add in the turtle count-off, introducing them like we see in the other 3 animated series. The biggest criticism for this theme is that it's not particularly hummable or coherent. While I personally really enjoy the funkiness of this theme song, there's a lot of people that find it jarring and unenjoyable. I mean, when I first heard the theme song, I didn't really vibe with it either. However, I think it works extremely well. It's fun, it's high energy, it matches the show very well, and it's attached to my favorite of the animated series, so there might be a little bit of bias there. Here is the final ranking of the 11 TMNT theme songs. Let me know your thoughts, obviously beyond 2012 being placed way too low because I already know I'm getting flooded with those comments. And of course, which Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles theme song is your personal favorite? Thanks for watching, and I'll see y'all next time.